Have you ever noticed how the dynamics change when people see you in a different light? It's not just your imagination. When you actively pursue your purpose and your energy radiates a unique and powerful vibration, it influences everyone around you. Whether it's due to your strong faith, steadfast commitment to your beliefs, your honesty, or simply your spiritual essence, others can feel this shift and often don't know how to respond. This extraordinary capability can lead individuals to behave in perplexing and uncomfortable ways. They might become frustrated, alter their attitudes, and you may find yourself asking, why can't they handle it? It's disheartening because you're simply following your own path and living your truth. Yet, their reactions can feel confusing and frustrating. In this video, I want to share with you 9 specific behaviors people exhibit when they recognize you as the chosen one. These are not just random actions, but 9 clear signs of the influence your presence holds over them. Join me as I unpack these unsettling attitudes, shedding light on what's truly happening. The first behavior you'll notice is sudden distancing. People may begin to pull away from you without any apparent reason, avoiding contact and reducing interactions. This distancing happens because your energy is vibrant and centered, which can be overwhelming for those who aren't accustomed to such intensity. They sense that something about you is different, but feel ill-equipped to handle this change. Though it can be painful, this distancing reflects the transformation you are undergoing as your energy elevates and aligns more closely with your purpose. This internal shift has external repercussions. Those around you may not consciously acknowledge it, but they feel your change deeply. For instance, think about being part of a close-knit group of friends who enjoy sharing activities. As you align more with your spiritual calling, you may notice those friends inviting you less or engaging in conversation less frequently. What was once a solid friendship begins to fade away. This distancing isn't motivated by ill will, rather, it stems from discomfort. Your elevated energy may cause them to confront aspects of themselves they would rather avoid. In professional settings, this distancing can become even more apparent, especially if you stand out for your dedication and vision. Colleagues who once seemed supportive might start to act coldly, lessening their interactions with you. This occurs because your frequency has risen to a level that others cannot grasp or keep pace with. Understanding this behavior is essential, so you don't feel rejected or disheartened. Remember, this distancing is a clear sign that you are progressing on your spiritual journey, with your light shining in a way that others notice, even if it makes them uncomfortable. The second behavior to recognize is when people start offering things for free. While this may appear to be a gesture of kindness, it can become uncomfortable and even embarrassing at times. Imagine walking into a coffee shop for a peaceful cup of coffee, and the barista suddenly says, "This one's on the house." Or picture yourself browsing in a bookstore when the attendant insists on giving you a steep discount, even without your request. These scenarios are not isolated. They could happen in clothing stores where the salesperson gifts you an item, or beauty salons offering complimentary treatments. Such gestures, while well-meaning, can leave you bewildered as to why they are happening. This behavior often arises because people sense something unique and special about you, something difficult to articulate. Your presence emanates an extraordinary energy, creating an aura that draws people in and compels them to connect with you. When others start gifting or offering favors without expectation, it's their way of acknowledging and celebrating your distinctive position in the world. They wish to be near you in significant moments because they recognize that your presence is transformative and uplifting. However, these gestures can quickly become overwhelming. You might simply want to enjoy interactions on a straightforward, respectful level without feeling burdened by obligations. Often, individuals may say things such as, "Let me cover this for you," or remember me when you achieve even more success, hoping to secure a favorable place in your journey. While these acts are usually well-intentioned, they can also carry unspoken expectations. It is essential for you to manage these situations wisely. Accepting these gestures can pave the way for new opportunities, but it can also spawn feelings of indebtedness. If these offers become bothersome or stifling, setting healthy boundaries is crucial. Learn to graciously decline when necessary, prioritizing your comfort and sense of independence. People are drawn to your strength because they see immense value in you. Embrace this recognition and positive attention, but maintain clear boundaries to ensure your unique qualities are valued without becoming a source of discomfort. The third behavior often encountered is jealousy, hiding behind a facade of support. As you begin to shine, it's common to notice some individuals around you exhibiting a form of support that appears genuine initially, but is tinged with negativity. They might celebrate your achievements with enthusiasm, but then introduce subtle doubts, questioning whether you're truly prepared for the challenges ahead, or implying that your chosen path might be more treacherous than it looks. This behavior can be insidious, nearly imperceptible, but over time, the cumulative effect can be draining. Their words might come wrapped in concern or advice, but there's an underlying heaviness, a veiled attempt to make you reconsider your decisions or instill doubt about your clarity. Such people may imply that what you're pursuing is too risky, or suggest that you take a step back, all while cloaked in a tone that blends concern with doubt. Instead of uplifting your victories, they subtly cast shadows over them, introducing an atmosphere of uncertainty marked by judgment or reservation. This kind of concealed jealousy can be detrimental, as it slowly erodes your self-confidence. Though not overtly aggressive, this subtle influence can create a significant emotional toll, making you question your intrinsic worth, or the decisions you once felt were solid. It's crucial to protect yourself from this type of influence to maintain your progress and peace of mind. Recognizing when support is layered with hidden intents allows you to stay focused on your path without being derailed by unnecessary insecurities. Valuing genuine support is paramount, the kind that celebrates your achievements wholeheartedly without seeking to diminish them. The fourth observed behavior is the incessant need for others to be near you. As your energy elevates and radiates positivity, you begin to attract people almost magnetically. They feel an inexplicable pull towards you, drawn in by the light you exude. Consider how in biblical tales, followers sought proximity to figures like Moses, hoping to glean guidance or receive blessings by merely being nearby. You may find yourself in similar situations where, even unknowingly, individuals gravitate toward your presence. Picture being at a social gathering or simply enjoying a quiet moment. Yet somehow you end up surrounded by those who seem to crave the energy you emit. Just as Elisha was approached for wisdom or divine insight, those around you might perceive you as a source of illumination and strength. Through these experiences, it becomes evident that your energy, rooted in authenticity and purpose, influences those around you significantly. It's vital to understand the implications of your heightened vibration while navigating these interactions gracefully, always remaining true to yourself. Stay with me as we delve deeper into these behaviors and explore the final behaviors that illuminate the clear signs of how people respond when they sense the extraordinary within you. Themselves often lack the energy they seek and strive tirelessly to remain near, hoping to absorb some of that special vibe you emanate. This persistent need for closeness can become overwhelming. You might begin to feel as though your personal space is being encroached upon, leading to a sense of lost tranquility. People may attempt to touch you, get too close, or even follow your movements, thinking that this physical proximity will somehow bring them good fortune. This can remind you of the story of Bartimaeus, who, despite being blind, called out to Jesus from the crowd, convinced that just being near him would lead to his healing. These behaviors signify that others recognize something unique within you, something that compels them to stay close at all costs. Yet, while it's flattering to attract such attention, it's also a significant challenge. It's vital for you to find a balance between the genuine need for connection that others have and your own need to safeguard your personal space and inner peace. Establishing boundaries is essential to prevent this constant closeness from draining your energy or triggering discomfort. The fifth behavior that may irk you is the jealousy that can surface unexpectedly and seemingly without cause when people recognize your special status. This emotion, often irrational, can lead individuals to distance themselves from you as a way of feeling superior. You might notice a friend, acquaintance, or colleague suddenly behaving coldly, leaving you puzzled about what you might have done to warrant this change, even though you've done nothing wrong. This kind of rejection usually stems from another's insecurities and a need to elevate themselves at your expense. It's a disheartening and perplexing experience. One moment everything feels fine, and the next someone treats you as if they are somehow above you. When attempting to understand the situation, you might inadvertently reinforce their sense of superiority, even if just momentarily. The realization that a person can act this way, seemingly without justification, can be painful to accept. Similar stories abound in the Bible. Consider the envy Joseph's brothers harbored when they witnessed their father's favoritism towards him. Wanting to quell their discomfort, they attempted to eliminate him, not out of any wrong done by Joseph, but due to their inability to bear his uniqueness. Another biblical example is the tension between Saul and David, where Saul, consumed by jealousy, sought to harm David despite David's loyalty and dedication. Individuals who exhibit such behavior often resemble emotional vampires, attempting to drain your energy to fill their own voids. They perceive your shine, your extraordinary essence, and though they may never vocalize it, they subconsciously acknowledge that you possess something they lack. In trying to cope with this disparity, they aim to bring you down to their level. Their emotional discomfort compels them to inflict pain on you, hoping to diminish your spirit and cultivate a sense of temporary relief as they witness you falter. However, it's crucial to understand that such rejection speaks volumes about their internal struggles rather than any shortcoming on your part. They grapple with accepting your achievements and individuality, and grasping this can empower you to navigate challenging interactions with greater calmness. Remember that their disapproval reflects their issues, not any measure of your value. The sixth aggravating behavior you might encounter from those who sense your chosen status is intentional ignorance. Unlike outright rejection, neglecting to acknowledge you is a subtle yet intentional tactic designed to shake your self-confidence. Such actions stem from self-interest and the desire to feel powerful in the face of your success and radiance. When someone chooses to ignore you, they aim to belittle your significance, compromising their own discomfort with your accomplishments. This kind of behavior can manifest in various ways, be it avoiding your messages, pretending to be occupied, or ignoring your successes on platforms like Chosen One's Sanctuary. A classic example might be a colleague who, knowing full well about your successful endeavor, fails to mention or celebrate your contributions while everyone else applauds your efforts. Or it could be someone who, when you share your significant milestone, like completing a challenging course or launching a new project, opens the conversation elsewhere, neglecting to acknowledge your achievement. This behavior, though subtle, proves undeniably damaging. People who choose to disregard you create an image of having a busier, more successful life, all in a bid to undermine you. Their motive, steeped in envy, seeks to make you second-guess your worth, your efforts, and and what you bring to the table. What makes this ignorance even more insidious is its calculated nature. You may notice that immediately after your outreach, the person goes out of their way to demonstrate how occupied they supposedly are, all while effectively dismissing your efforts. This exposes their true intention: to diminish you, hoping to elevate themselves. Recognizing this pattern is vital for dealing with it effectively. Understand that their refusal to acknowledge you is not a reflection of your intrinsic worth, but an indication of their own insecurities. By remaining resolute in your journey and maintaining your self-assuredness, you can rise above these petty attempts to dim your light. The seventh irritating behavior you might observe, as people become aware of your special status, is their relentless drive to flaunt their own accomplishments. You'll quickly notice that certain individuals feel compelled to highlight their achievements whenever they're in your presence. It seems every interaction becomes an opportunity for them to boast about recent successes, the renovations they've made, exclusive gatherings they've attended, luxurious acquisitions they've made, or lavish trips they're planning. This ongoing display can grow wearisome, particularly when you find yourself merely serving as the audience. The underlying intent behind their stories is often an attempt to outshine you. Despite your genuine kindness and support, it becomes evident that they aim to compete with you in some way. They may hope to match or surpass your energy by continuously emphasizing their feats while showing scant interest in your own accomplishments. When you share your good news, they relinquish the subject or respond with seeming indifference, making it clear their focus lies not in mutual celebration, but in monopolizing the dialogue with their own victories. This constant need to showcase their successes can appear as a subtle yet persistent competition fueled by insecurities, all while the other person yearns to be regarded as equally significant or successful. The eighth frustrating behavior to notice involves underestimating your abilities or downplaying your achievements. Instead of recognizing the value in what you've attained, individuals might try to lessen its significance. For example, when you share a personal success, whether it be a work milestone or a personal victory, they might trivialize your efforts, attributing your good fortune to luck, or claiming that anyone could have achieved the same results. These individuals also often redirect conversations back to themselves, striving to steal the spotlight from your well-deserved recognition. If you mention a challenging course you completed or a successful project you spearheaded, they promptly divert the discussion to their endeavors, aiming to overshadow your accomplishments. This behavior can be extremely frustrating. Instead of celebrating your successes, they seek to minimize them into something banal or inconsequential. This subtle type of competition is a reflection of their own fears and insecurities. They choose to minimize what you accomplish as a means of feeling better about themselves. When you encounter this behavior, it's crucial to remain steadfast in your self-belief. Your achievements are valuable, and regardless of how others may attempt to diminish them, their efforts cannot alter your worth. Ultimately, remember, these attitudes emanate more from the other person's insecurities than any defect in your character. As you navigate these challenging circumstances, stay true to your path and hold fast to your confidence, empowering yourself to shine amidst the negativity surrounding you. The story of David and Goliath beautifully illustrates how abilities can be underestimated. When young David stepped forward to confront the giant Goliath, doubt clouded the judgment of many, including King Saul himself, who questioned his capability due to his youth and inexperience. They dismissed David, believing he stood no chance against a warrior like Goliath. Even his own brothers attempted to deter him, arguing that as a shepherd, he should not meddle in the world of warriors. Yet, David rose above their doubts and showcased remarkable faith and skill, triumphing over Goliath with just a simple stone. This serves as a powerful reminder that, despite the skepticism of others, your true abilities and calling remain intact. Much like David, each of us can face moments where our strengths are downplayed by those around us. It's vital to maintain confidence in our unique paths and potential, even when others seek to belittle our capabilities. Furthermore, it's not uncommon to encounter frustrating behavior wherein individuals shift the blame for their mishaps onto you. This can arise unexpectedly, particularly from those close to you, such as partners, friends, or family members. When they experience challenges they cannot tackle or are unwilling to take responsibility for, they may project their frustrations onto you. For instance, after a disagreement, there might be situations where the other person places all the blame on you, despite your actions having no real connection to the conflict, or when a harmless suggestion from you is misconstrued as the root cause of their frustration. This displacement of blame typically emerges from their own struggles with personal accountability. Because you are a strong presence, they may find you to be an easier target. These individuals may imply that you are the reason for their setbacks or the cause of a lost opportunity, even though the true responsibility lies elsewhere. It might be their own unwillingness to acknowledge personal mistakes or inaction that is truly at play. This mindset often stems from their feelings of jealousy and insecurity. When they observe your achievements, it can accentuate their own failures. In their attempts to undermine your confidence, they alleviate their own dissatisfaction. An illustrative biblical example is found in the life of Joseph, whose brothers let their jealousy dictate their actions, resulting in extreme measures against him. In such instances, it becomes clear that the goal of these blame shifters is to avoid confronting their own imperfections by projecting their issues onto others. Dear friends, being recognized as someone extraordinary also brings with it unexpected challenges and behaviors from those around you. While it is uplifting and validating to receive acknowledgement for your unique gifts, it can also draw out feelings of envy, competition, and unwarranted accusations. The individuals in your life may struggle to cope with the light that you radiate, leading them to react in ways that can be both frustrating and unsettling. It's important to understand that these reactions often reflect their internal battles rather than any shortcomings on your part. Responding to these situations with grace and firmness is essential. It's crucial to set clear boundaries when necessary, all while retaining a firm grasp on your own identity. Embrace the positive attention and opportunities that come your way, but do not allow the negativity of others to sway you. Your journey as a special individual is filled with meaning and influence. Continue to shine your light and let your inherent strength lead you through these tests. Move forward with assurance, knowing that your path carries purpose and significance. Your unique energy is indeed a gift to the world. Now, to all of you who resonate with this calling, I invite you to share your personal stories and experiences in the comments, not merely as individual accounts, but as profound testimonies to the divine work within your lives. Embrace this calling with humility and valor, recognizing that you are not only a participant in the divine narrative, but also one of its pivotal narrators. May your journey be blessed, and may you spark inspiration in others as they come to acknowledge and cherish the divine gifts in their own lives. If this message has stirred your spirit and you are ready for the next part, simply write Part 2.